Hi, True Crew. How you doing? Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to go down to the description box, follow on social media. Also, there's a podcast, and if you visit the website, you can get some free downloads on setting goals, fitness, and nutrition. And with that, setting goals, right? This is what we're going to talk about today. Understanding your true health and fitness goal. I think sometimes we have a misconception of what that actually is. And that's what you need to understand. What is your health and fitness goal? Recently, I was listening to a talk on NPR, and they discussed something about saving for retirement. And they brought it in a language form of a country whose language does not have a representation for past, present, and future ultimately saves more money than a culture like America or a language like English that has a past, present, and future. For some reason, with our language, research shows that having a past, present, and future, we save less for our retirement. So once again, it's understanding your true fitness goal. And your true fitness goal, you kind of want to start at the end when it comes down to it. And I made one of my first videos was like intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. But we can start with that end video, right? Eventually, you're going to want to grow, live to be 70, 80 years old. So your main fitness goal should be you want to be able to be mobile when you are 70, 80. Not in a wheelchair, not with a cane, not having issues when walking. Of course, sometimes there are things that we can't prevent, but in reality, you want to make sure that you can at least move, play with your grandchildren, play with your children, get around and just be able to be independent, right? That freedom of being able to move. Like I've discussed before in videos of truly attaining freedom in life is freedom of movement. And as long as we can truly eat healthy and live a healthy lifestyle, that's going to carry over, hopefully, into our old age. So that should be your ultimate goal. But in reality, when it comes down to it, your main goal should not be the six-pack, not to get skinny. Those are what I mentioned earlier. Those are extrinsic motivation. Those are outward appearances or thoughts of something coming from the outside. You're really going to reach success when you have intrinsic motivations. And sometimes those are the motivations that are going to get you through those hard times when you're not physically seeing results. Because when you're not seeing results, you're going to want to stop exercising. But in reality, if you're someone who's on medication, you should never even worry about losing weight. Of course, losing weight is going to help, but your main objective should be to get off of the medication. Right? That's an intrinsic thing. A majority of the time taking and consuming medication, that's just poison. I've heard it said best, whenever you have some form of an issue, the remedy isn't like, I don't know what a depressant is. I don't know if it's Xanax maybe, depression, anxiety, right? You being anxious is not a Xanax deficiency, right? There's something else deficient within your body. Could it be a chemical, a way of thinking, whatever that may be? But once again, it's not a Xanax deficiency within your body, right? We've got to understand that. There's something else going on. Same thing for men. If it comes down to, what's it called? Viagra, right? You not being able to be aroused is not a Viagra deficiency, right? That's a blood flow deficiency. You are unable, your blood is not flowing properly, okay? Just like I trained a client one time where he said the doctor told him that his blood was so thick, I think he was having blood clotting issues. When it came down to it, the only lifestyle change he really made was drinking more water. And that actually helped with keeping his blood from clotting, right? So once again, it's understanding your goal. Maybe you will get those six-pack abs one day, but you've got to understand, to keep six-pack abs for life, that's going to be a difficult problem. That's going to be that is going to be a big challenge. But just saying that you're in a healthy weight range and things like that, that is something that you can manage. You know, I used to tell people that my fitness goal in life is to be 100 and do 10 push-ups. And like, why? It's like, I don't know, push-up for every decade I was alive. You know, it's like how many 100-year-old people do you know can do one push-up? You know, so in reality, it comes back to that. You've got to have some sort of goal in that sense, right? And that's going to roll over to anything, like I talked about at the beginning of the video, finances, right? Well, your goal, I've been listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey. You should definitely check him out. You know, his goal is to retire with dignity. Well, what does that mean? You know, yes, you're most likely going to retire with at least $1 million in the bank if you follow his program. But in reality, it's retiring with dignity to the point to where you don't need other people to be giving you money to help support you, right? If you spend your money wisely and you save and you do the proper things with your finances, you will be able to retire with dignity. That's what it comes down to. That's the same thing. Retire with dignity means having good health, you know, being able to walk, talk, and hope, you know, you can't, disease comes and you can't predict that. But unfortunately, even if that comes, if you've financially done what you need to do, you'll be able to pay for your own, you know, a majority of it, majority of your nursing or whatever it is. But you guys should truly understand what that fitness goal is. And it's intrinsically, does running make you feel better? Well, then if you're depressed, the first thing you need to do is go for a run, go for a stretch, you know, stretch even, do some light body weight exercises. You don't need a gym membership. You can literally have a decent setup for a gym in your own house for literally, you can do it for $100 if you want. You get a TRX, screw it into the roof, into a joist, which I have a video on how to do that, and boom, TRX, all body weight. And then go for a run outside. Got some stairs like I have right here, run up and down those stairs. Burpees for 5-10 minutes. Those are simple things that can help you get in shape. You don't have to go drop $50-$60 a month on a membership, you know, unless it's something like, for me, I did a half Ironman last year. So unfortunately, doing an Ironman, I need a gym because I need a swimming pool, right? Or I need to go at least swim a couple times a month at least. But I need a gym to participate in that, unfortunately. But once again, you don't need a gym membership. You don't need those things. And I'm going to make a video right after this about, you know, the proper progressions. People think you got to go in and hit it hard for 7 days straight, 6 days a week, you know, 7 days a week, 6 months straight. That's not true as well. You know, you've got to strategically plan your fitness routine as well. And as a personal trainer, those are the things that we learn to do. Unfortunately, for a majority of clients, they don't like that. You know, it's like, well, in reality, you haven't worked out in 10 years and you want to go squat with 200 pounds on your back? Do you really think that's the best? When's the last time you even did a body weight squat? Right? When's the last time you even did just a lunge? Right? We don't need you holding 40-pound dumbbells while doing a lunge when you haven't even did a lunge in 5 years. You know? So, once again, it's think long run, you know, long term, and then slowly move your way back. Because sometimes we start with that outrageous goal, and we don't need that outrageous goal. The outrageous goal comes last, right? If your goal is to run a 5K eventually, you know, can't you just start with walking on a treadmill for 2 minutes and running for 30 seconds? Right? So once again, really truly take the time to sit down and think about your goal. And if you go to my website and get that free download, that's what it is. It's like a 15-page printout to where you can, you know, it starts with everything: your goals, nutrition, lifestyle changes, you know, the pros and cons of the lifestyle that you want to change and start living. What else do I have? You know, like excuses and solutions. You know, creating a shopping list. There's a printout there to be able to track your body weight. You know, just a lot of things. And like I said, then that ultimate goal. What's that big goal that you have in life? Or, you know, that big fitness goal. anyways, is what I'm going at with there. So once again, just truly think about those things. Take time. This shouldn't be something that takes 1 to 2 minutes to jot down. I want to lose 50 pounds. Okay, 50 pounds in how long? 1 month? Impossible. At least doing it in a healthy manner, in a safe manner. So understand your true goal, and doing this is going to help you truly understand yourself and why you're here on this earth even. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to follow on social media, the podcast, all that stuff. Links down below. Subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos.